Welcome to the SCARS Institute Audio Brief Podcast. Today's podcast is Cost of Global Cybercrime. This episode was written by Dr. Tim McGuinness, created by the certified professionals at the SCARS Institute. This podcast introduces important information to help you learn and better understand about scams and fraud, scammers, and cybercrimes. But even more, they are about helping scam survivors learn how to overcome the trauma they cause and how to embark on their journey of recovery. Our SCARS Institute podcast series helps victims and survivors better understand how these crimes happen to them and how to address the emotional and psychological challenges that result from their experience. We hope it helps you learn to recover and be safe online. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel to hear all of our podcasts and enlightening videos.
Every person on this planet is currently bearing the financial weight of cybercrime. Imagine, cybercrime costs the global economy over $6 trillion annually, and that figure is only expected to climb. Experts predict we'll soon see $8 trillion in losses each year due to online criminal activity. Recently, MasterCard said it was $10 trillion. To put this in perspective, this staggering cost surpasses the GDPs of nearly all the world's largest economies. Countries like Japan, Germany, and the United Kingdom generate less annually than what we lose to cybercrime. As our global population nears 8 billion, cybercrime's impact becomes even more personal. Right now, the $6 trillion lost each year translates to roughly $750 for each and every person on the planet, a hidden tax that no one votes for but everyone pays. Think about what could be achieved if this money went toward feeding the hungry, tackling climate change, or providing universal health care. Yet, despite the enormous impact, cybercrime remains largely absent from political agendas. In recent elections, voters prioritized issues like reproductive rights and climate change, while this vast, unseen threat went unmentioned. Among world governments, only a few are addressing cybercrime with urgency. China leads in active enforcement, reportedly arresting close to 2 million cybercriminals in 2020 alone. Nigeria and the United States also rank highly in enforcement efforts, while the United Kingdom has restructured its law enforcement framework to focus specifically on tackling cybercrime. The global revenue generated by cybercrime now exceeds that from the drug trade, human trafficking, and terrorism combined. Yet cybercrime stands out not only for its economic cost, but for its potential to dismantle essential infrastructure. An unchecked cybercrime crisis could devastate food supplies, plunge nations into darkness, and lead to widespread hunger and loss of life. Cybercrime does more than drain bank accounts, it claims lives. Based on the SCARS Institute's current estimates, cyber-related crimes cause over 7,300 deaths each year just from romance and pig butchering scams, and a similar amount from sextortion scams, with the majority being suicides linked to financial and emotional devastation from scams. These figures highlight the true human cost of cybercrime, which rivals the death toll of major terrorist attacks, yet lacks the same urgency in public discourse. Why doesn't cybercrime spark more outrage? Unlike many political issues, it doesn't divide people. In fact, addressing cybercrime could unite us. However, modern politics often thrive on division, leaving less divisive but equally critical issues like cybercrime in the shadows. This isn't just a crime problem. It's a form of global terrorism, and we all have a role to play in fighting it. However, the incumbent party running for election in the United States has not said one word about this. Cybercrime is not merely an issue of individual losses or corporate hacks. It has evolved into a global security threat capable of disrupting national infrastructures. While we often think of terrorism and organized crime as threats to national stability, cybercrime now generates more revenue and inflicts more damage globally than drug trafficking, human trafficking, and terrorism combined. Only cybercrime has the capacity to strike at the core infrastructure of every nation, from power grids to financial systems. Imagine the catastrophic impact of a global cyber attack on essential resources. Food supplies could be interrupted, financial markets destabilized, and millions thrown into crisis. A major cyber attack could potentially trigger a return to dark ages conditions in some regions, leading to widespread hunger and economic collapse. And while governments respond swiftly to other security threats, cybercrime remains an under-prioritized area of enforcement in many parts of the world. The scale of the problem may seem overwhelming, but individuals have a powerful role to play in combating cybercrime. The SCARS Institute, the Society of Citizens Against Relationship Scams, is dedicated to raising awareness, supporting victims, and advocating for change on a global level. To make a real difference, we need partners, supporters, and advocates who can help amplify our voice and push for action from governments and organizations worldwide. This issue is bigger than any one country or organization. The threat posed by cybercrime requires a united front and coordinated action from individuals, governments, and organizations worldwide. By choosing to stand with SCARS, you become part of a movement to address the financial, emotional, and social impacts of cybercrime on a global scale. Together, we can pressure political leaders to recognize cybercrime as the urgent crisis it truly is and allocate the necessary resources to combat it effectively. Will you stand by as cybercrime continues to grow, or will you help us bring about the change needed to protect individuals, families, and communities worldwide? The SCARS Institute has worked to educate more than 10 million scam victim survivors over the last 10 years and thousands who have gone through our support and recovery programs. The SCARS Institute is working on the ground in West Africa, in Ghana, and Nigeria to disrupt new scammer recruitment, changing law enforcement and the judicial system's perception of these crimes, and seeking solutions to address cybercriminal recidivism, plus working to address and support scammer slaves in Southeast Asia, and striving to aid innocent money mules who are facing the worst punishments imaginable. The time to act is now. Join with the SCARS Institute and support our mission and be part of a global solution.
You can become a SCARS Institute member today. For just $15, you can become a member of the SCARS Institute and make a real difference. You can help to support our scam victim survivor support and recovery programs, and our new educational initiatives, as well as our efforts to support the transformation of law enforcement around the world. Just go to membership.againstscams.org and become a member of the SCARS Institute today. You can make a difference.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. On behalf of the whole SCARS Institute team, we hope this has helped to provide a deeper understanding of this important topic. Remember to subscribe or follow us to stay informed of all our articles, publications, and videos as they are released. Also, did you know that the SCARS Institute publishes a whole series of self-help books? You can see them at shop.againstscams.org.
If you have been victimized by a scam, the SCARS Institute can help you. To begin, visit scamvictimsupport.org. If you are ready to join a SCARS Institute support and recovery group, visit support.againstscams.org. To enroll in the SCARS Institute Scam Survivors School's next class, visit scarseducation.org. All SCARS Institute Victim Survivors services are completely free. We understand what you have gone through, and we can help. Contact the SCARS Institute today.